I'm like way over here in the corner. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to be over here off the screen.
Scoot this way. Oh, hang on. I know what the problem is.
Welcome to our new podcasting station where we're still trying to figure it out.
And there we go. That's better. Sorry, everybody.
It's Kurt and I this weekend. Angel's off running errands. He may be able to join us during this, but if not, he's doing his thing. We have Marcus and Tiffany in the chat, and we have Billy, Mr. Guaps, in the chat. Billy, I wonder if you went to Bremerton at all this weekend. We obviously are not there. We are at home ready to clean so many rats that it's a great thing. Hey, Brian. Brian's here. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We have new lighting. Look at us. We're trying to be all fancy.
It's super fancy. Woo! It changes color.
If you hate it, let us know because we don't know. We're just trying to do the best we can.
We're budgeting our lighting.
Yeah. Using what we already have. Work smarter, not harder. Also, money. There's not a money tree. Haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
If you find it.
We've spent it. We haven't found it.
Yeah, it's so true. Hi, Sammy. Today we're sporting our wonderful garb that we got from, combination of Southeast and other things. But
Pip Stalkers.
Kurt's got his Pip Stalkers.
I gotta say, this is one of the best sweatshirts I have ever worn. This thing is amazingly comfortable. It looks really great. Nice. I mean, it's Pip set. What do you want?
It is really nice.
Perfection.
What I like about their sweatshirts is they're not it's not vinyl. It's all just, it's not going to wear off.
I'm not a sweatshirt string guy, but these are going to stay just because they look cool.
It's true. He rips them out every
They get cut out of every sweatshirt.
What's on your head? What kind of hat you have?
Oh, Husbandry Pro hat. This is a very fancy hat. It's an Oakley hat. You can't even feel this stitched on leather. It's really nice.
I'm wearing my Herp and Harbin sweatshirt, which is super awesome because on the back it says caretakers of Tom Harbin reptiles. And then I, of course, have my F&A balls.
You're just going to have to stand up and show them the back now that you said it.
I don't want to move.
You're just going to have to show them because it's really cool.
It is really cool, nice. But they're not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, you're going to have to stand up because you're short.
Short.
Perfect.
See it now?
Yep. I mean, that is really cool.
Also, the F&A ball shirt, I'm not taking off my sweatshirt because if you know me at all, I will wear a sweatshirt in 80-degree weather. I love my sweatshirts, but the back of the F&A ball shirt says, do not put in mouth. And that should be enough for you to have a good chuckle because it made me laugh this morning, even though I've worn this shirt so many times. Billy says that he's at home watching his second ASF give birth. So
cool.
Glad, Billy, that they're working out for you. Our mic, what is this, Kurt?
This is a Rode.
He was on the right track. Look at that.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm not sure what model it is.
That's Kurt's department.
I didn't save anything because the manuals in the box had to go because we don't have enough space for that. So
we have all the same gear except for we're no longer at the couch because we bought a new table. So we could sit in a different room. And then Kurt has soundproofed this little space that we're in, and it's so weird because you actually sit here and you no longer hear your own voice echoing, which is very bizarre but wonderful at the same time.
And I can't take credit. These are all Amazon or Amazon purchases. Most of them are Amazon purchases. However, these are all YouTube short videos where I was just looking up lighting stuff, and one guy happened to say, "Hey, get moving blankets and hang them up because they will." Deaden the sound.
We'll have to
rather than buying, expensive sound panels.
We'll have to take a video because we are surrounded by
best $50 I ever spent at Harbor Freight. Knocked the echo down quite a bit.
Surrounded by sound barrier now. Also, we don't have a Frenchie crashing our space anymore because now that we're not on the couch, she no longer
not accessible.
Is happy about these chairs. So she's over on her own couch napping, which is weird. All right. Without further ado, that's Kurt's favorite phrase.
How dare you?
We have our guests today who are here on Tinley weekend to hang out with us. We're so happy to have them. So we'll bring them out. Hello, Phil, way back in the background. Hello, Dred.
What's going on? What's going on? Good to be here.
I had some tinkering to do. How are you guys?
You have to tinker. That's all. That's what this whole entire life is about.
Ooh, I made a cool upgrade today for my Neo Chondro that's going to be apparently 1 year old in 12 days. And
Dude, that worked out genius.
Yes, it did. So I have this Chondro back here, right? and it's got 4 compartments, or 1, or 2, or 3, however you configure it. There's just dividers that pop out. So my girl is getting huge. I'm told by a few people now she's monstrous for her age. And she wasn't on the Neo stand as much as I wanted to see her comfortable. I thought, the 8mm is too slim. So I found of all things, a fiberglass driveway stake for $7.
Nice.
Rigid, and it ain't a 1/2 inch because that's way too big, and it's bigger than 8mm. It's somewhere comfortably in between. So with some little holders I already had here, I was able to take out a divider right there and custom cut my little stick and put it in there. And boy, I'm really happy with myself. We'll see if she likes it.
Camera picks it up really good. It actually looks really nice. That's pretty slick.
Both of your spaces look really nice. This is our quarantine rack over here.
That's nice for
I'm
a
still
quarantine
trying
rack.
to get organized back here. I don't know which way I want what going on in this room yet. So
we understand that fully.
But having the bigger space, just to breathe, I'll tell you what, it's nice. Being in that 10 by 10, or 10 by 11 bedroom, it got cramped real
and it gets
fast.
cramped real fast. Exactly.
Yeah, real fast.
I thought I had nothing but space in this room. Now I'm like, man, where am I going to put a baby rack? I'm going to have to make some tough decisions. Cover an air vent on the floor,
right?
Over the windows, and put the baby rack over there by the windows or something. But I like the natural daylight that comes in. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I don't know, but I'll have to figure it out.
I know. I like watching all the movement behind you with your wonderful people and your dog.
I see the pug.
Yeah, that's Trixie, the pug.
Hi, Trixie. Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see you got your Da Vinci sign correct this time.
I see that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Hi, Trixie.
I also like the color changing idea.
Yeah.
We did that up there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
This is
I used one of those little signs at the reptile show for my raffle. That's a
great idea. People are just attracted to like colorful lights.
Oh yeah.
This is just a galaxy lamp I got for my birthday last year. I'm obsessed with this. Like, you can change whatever color you want and have the stars or not have the stars, and all things colorful.
Yeah, you can change the speed at which it comes across and everything. It just looks fancy, Goes with the rainbow and the fancy rat.
And this is our banner from when we were selling pet rats.
Yeah, we nicknamed
it. Is that right? I really like that a lot.
I like that.
This is the same person that made our other logo. I was like, you know what I want? I want a rat painting a rainbow. She did an awesome job.
The simplicity of the line work on that rat, it just reads really well.
It's awesome.
Thank you. Except for we have to rethink our banner, because when we have this, people come to us looking for pet rats, and that is not something we sell anymore of.
Yeah.
I've tried to sell some for pets, and it's like I only had a little bit of movement or questions, and then I'm like, I don't even want to deal with this. We're coming to get them, and no one ever shows up. So
no, it's just it's a lot of work for a little return, which is okay for a while, and then
they said how tame are yours, and I said, well, you can start out with a weaned one and tame him up. I said, I'll pick something that I feel that, or you just come pick. I said, but I don't have big ones tamed up.
No. When we got to the point that we had 2 double critter nations in our house, like right here with rats in them, then we knew we had gone too far. We're like, you know what? Having 2 giant double level cages of rats in our front room, right next, like other room away from our dining room. Like, we've gone too far. We need to.
Do you guys know anyone doing like specialty rats? I don't just mean like Norways, but I mean like colors, morphs. Do you know anybody working recessives in those as for the pet trade?
Oh gosh, we have people down in Oregon, that do it. When we were looking into doing, we were going to do more of the pet side. We have werewolf rats. So
you guys still have those?
Yeah,
we do. We have all sorts of rats, like all sorts of varieties. And that's the way I run it, because I want to go out there and have pretty feeders, which is another reason why I go out there, and Kurt's like, Nikki, it's been an hour and a half. Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm out playing with all the pretty
So-
rats. I don't know what you're talking about.
We do Rex. We've got
We have-
Silvermane. We've got
Siamese. We've got Odd Eyes. We've got
all the color ranges like Pearl, Cinnamon. I mean, what other fancy one?
I don't even.
What's that black one that's got a paint job like a dachshund? It's got the rich chestnut brown feet and belly, and then the rest of it's jet black. It looks like a wiener dog paint job for real.
I don't think we have those. So there are Dalmatians. I don't know if that's what that one is, but there are like speckly ones. We do not have any of those. Those are when they get like more speckling on their belly and on their back.
No, it's pretty uniform. A rich chestnut brown and a jet black, and just.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
We do not have brown and black. We have some really pretty brown ones that are out there right now. We've also started to like phase back because the curly haired ones just aren't as hardy for us as they are. As
we used to have Harley, which is the long hairs. Like they had 3/4 of an inch long hair, but they were really not sturdy. Like you'd get it. They'd live for max 6 months.
What?
Just all of a sudden just fall over.
Yeah, but they sure were cute. I'll send you some pictures.
You have to send me more than pictures.
You give me more. You give me more reason to go out and play with the rats out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you a plane ticket. You're gonna have to send me some of those.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
They're so cute. Right now, we accidentally we took what we call our mega rats because they went from like, I don't know, they were pups, but they were at small size. So they were still on the ground, like not being able to walk with their eyes closed. So they were like pups, but they were already at like 47 grams. So we call them our mega rats. And we started holding back just those to make more babies because they grow faster for whatever reason.
Their yield is much higher.
Oh my gosh, there's so many babies with them. But they started popping out the werewolves.
Which was surprising.
Because
you must have been holding like a 25% het and just finally hit some odds.
Yeah. But now they're hardy, which is fun. So now we have them in the grow.
You ever shipped them? I've been delving into this. That's why I
didn't even know you could. I didn't even know you could ship a living rat.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'd have dry ice.
It was more complicated, right? It was more complicated. I have to check the dates on the post, but in the American Society of Fancy Rodent Breeders, something like whatever acronym that is. Something about Delta Airlines. It's $150, $200, and you have to have
you can literally buy them a plane ticket. You weren't kidding.
No, I'm not kidding at all. No, I need some of that stock. I ain't joking. I'm not joking.
Yeah, but you'd still have to have them in the special, shipping container.
Dude, I got people that weld. I'll slap together a little galvanized metal box with a lid, and I will ship it to them, and then pay them a plane ticket on Delta, and they can fly the magical skies of the U.S.
I know they'll just be standing there at the little bars,
waiting for Snuggles,
playing a harmonica.
Yeah,
exactly. Free me, get me out of here. No, they are really cute. I love them so much. And Kurt, we go out there to clean. You guys probably heard this story a million times, but we'll go out there to clean, and Kurt will be like, "Nikki, you have to focus. We can't do this."
Yeah, why is that one bin taking an hour?
Like they need Snuggles, and they do. We have just giant potato rats that need Snuggles.
Yeah. We're so bad about calling.
Some of those boutique ones are super cool, man, and they're very far away or overseas. My girlfriend Emily has been looking into it pretty hardcore. I think we're going to do some smaller, dedicated racks just to some of those ornamental projects, and anything that isn't like is going to be food. But I think we're going to keep the creme de la creme of.
Oh yeah, those ones, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, this area is a vast wasteland of nothingness. Like you can't find mice. There's nobody supplying the rat market on the private sector. There's one reptile shop. It's terrible. They're super expensive at Petco, PetSmart. PetSmart doesn't even want to sell you as feeders. Petco, they don't care, but you'll pay full. I mean, like one meal is like $7 for one.
Oh yeah, it's not even worth it.
No,
no one's really. I bought my rat breeder guy. I had a great rat breeder guy. This guy is super kind kid. Like, he's probably early 20s, mid 20s at most. Super nice guy. And he was my honey hole, man. I'm talking 50 cent fuzzies, $1, up to weaned, eyes open, $1.50 a little bigger, bargain basement prices. And I just would buy them out, buy all the stuff, trying to keep up. And then I did my rack and started doing my own production and still not keeping up now. So life changed for him. He's given me his stuff. I've paid barely anything for what he was getting out of. So he was the only one. And I said, well, if I do this and start selling like publicly, I don't want to step on your toes. Are you coming back in or no, or what? Like, he's 45 minutes away. So he's not right here on my doorstep. I live in the big city of 80,000 people. And, there's no one doing it, man. And you can't find mice to save your life. ASFs are illegal. And, I'm thinking about expanding the feeders and keeping a small amount of boutique ornamentals that she's really, really into. So yeah, I'm dead serious, man. I want to see some pics. And
I know TRM Nate. He also has a lot of really nice fancy rats.
He's in California.
He's in California.
Yeah, but Phil is nowhere near California.
Phil's also in Washington.
Phil's also nowhere near Washington. This is also true.
That's what planes are for.
Absolutely.
No, I used to follow a lot of the pet rat people. I'll have to see if I can find you someone that's out.
Yeah, sometimes pet rat people can be very difficult to deal with.
Oh my gosh, you got to fill out an application like you're getting a kid. You kidding me?
Absolutely. They want to come and check your fence to make sure the rat's not going to escape.
We drove, we got our rats from Oregon, the werewolves, and I can't remember what the other ones were supposed to be anymore because that was so long ago.
Those were the ones with the white speckles. They're supposed to have white speckles on their belly.
I don't even know. Maybe
I can't remember what they're called though.
I don't remember. But we met like a middle person like that went and picked up their rats from Oregon and then drove up, but we still drove like 6 hours to go pick up our rats from a Safeway parking lot.
Oh, we were looking at a 10-hour drive to South Carolina to get werewolves.
We paid like $200 for 2 rats.
And they were just
because
hats.
We were like, we're just and they were just het for whatever. And Kurt goes, Nikki, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't know. But we're driving down here, meeting them in this parking lot, and this is the lucrative rat business. And then it just turned into us just,
hey, man, you want to see some rats? I got
some exactly. Rats. Open up your trench coat. You've just got full of rats.
Yeah, these are visual werewolves. There's a pair of girls. They're $1.25 each. And I've held back a boy who looks, I wouldn't call him werewolf, but he's quasi hairless and little. I named him Screech because he's like
little double Rex action.
He's like half bald. He's blonde. I should grab him. He's kind of blonde. I mean, he's a boy, and I'm like, well, if anything, that's at least 1 foot towards werewolf. If I got 2 visual girls, I'm like, I could at least take the sons and bring them back to moms if I have to. But that's the only male I have a shot at. And yeah, they're $1.25. I have to drive 10 hours each way.
That's insane. Werewolves are so cool too, because when we had the pure ones that we had made like running through our system out there, they would molt. Like they would look one way, they'd molt, and it would just like transfer to the other spot where they were. Then the next week they'd molt, and that molt would transfer back to the other spot. And it was just so crazy because they just have their stripes, and then it would.
Yeah. Then we had that one that looked like it had a massive unibrow. That was hilarious.
So funny.
I'm gonna have to get me some of those. Those are cool.
Dude, there's some cool ones. I want Seal Point freaking Siamese, but I'm worried that they're mice. And then there's some extreme Dumbos. I guess that's just line breeding, where the ears end up paper thin and they're about this big in relation to their head. There's Dumbo, and then there's Super Dumbo.
You gotta have those. We do not have mice anymore, but if we did, we had many different.
They're too squirrely.
Mice or nuts. Are there just Super Dumbo rats? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Their ears, see? They're in Poland. It's very close.
Yeah, it's next door.
Can definitely import those in tomorrow.
Yeah, I think vermin is okay, if I remember correctly. Yeah, any kind of small rodent or disease carrying. Highly prolific, easy. Yeah, any of that.
I'm sure they come in on any carrier ship at any given moment.
That is definitely a possibility.
I had an idea. I don't think it'll fly. I said, could we say we have therapy rats? We take like 5 in a cage. And I have to have this carry on. Here's my letter. And I got these therapy rats. And when we get there, well, they're just Norwegians, just whatever happens to them. I don't know. And then I take 5 rats back who's going to know? It's not going to be the same agent that checks me out again on the way back in. I came with 5 rats. I left with 5 rats. I mean, what do you want?
They would never notice.
I don't think so.
Be a rat smuggler.
Really be looking for some ratification.
Oh,
Dirty rat bastard.
Look at us.
yeah, it's crazy. There's so
Yeah.
many aspects to this hobby. It's insanity.
It is.
I know him and I talk about that all the time. It's like, really, we're just trying to feed our snakes, and then it's like,
What?
how do you want to make this sustainable? Or then you grow more snakes, and it's like you got to start raising rats, and then it's like, okay, and then you just keep going from there. How many rats you got to raise, or how many racks you got to build? And
All the rats.
Isn't it so true?
Yeah, I
It-
find
it-
about
it's
the magic
crazy.
number is 9. As soon as you hit 9 snakes, you're breeding your own rats.
I remember when we got like our first snake. First spot was over my dead body, and then I'm still alive. So we had a snake, and then
Still
I was
alive.
like, let's get more snakes because that's how our minds naturally work. And then I was like, we're not getting into the
Yeah.
rats, Kurt. I was like, come hell or high water, we're not breeding our own rats. So then I went and was like, oh, look, this feeder didn't work out. Let's get another one that doesn't work out and make more of them. And that's literally how it starts.
Yeah,
All
and
of a
it
sudden, you just have a whole
escalates
slew of them.
very quickly.
Then you
But
need
then
a
I think-
shed.
you have to feed your addiction. You got to get another snake.
Absolutely.
And then
So
then
normal.
breeding rats is the way out. It's like turning tricks, but instead it's like you're selling rodents, and then
yeah,
rodents you're making hundreds or thousands of dollars a month. And you're like, well, I can buy all these other snakes. These rats are going to keep producing, and then it just is a terrible cycle. And there you are, addicted to the game, man.
It's
You're in the
true.
trap.
It's true. Like we sell our rat feeders for the purchase of more rat food. It just
Yeah.
feeds our addiction. Oh,
Yeah,
we can buy rat food
exactly.
now.
And it doesn't sound like it's lucrative, but once you realize that little money you're making, or at least in our case, our food's usually about double what everybody else's costs because
Where we
the
live.
shipping cost to get it here. The
What are
freight
y'all
cost.
feeding?
Oh.
We were feeding Kalmbach, and
That's what I use.
we've done like a mix for the ASFs that Keys does. So it's like cat food, oats,
Black boiled sunflower seed.
yep, sunflower
Oh,
seeds,
yeah, yeah.
and then
Bird
like a
seed without corn in it.
mixed bird seed.
Yeah.
Cat food, huh? Yeah, my
Yeah, they were
ASFs
talking
didn't
about
like-
that the other day.
I mean, I don't have
think, whenever I was
ASFs,
with
but
them.
when I thought about trying it one time, I didn't touch the dog food. I'll have to try some cat food. I mean, if I ever did, I thought about it, I would try cat
Yeah.
No, and then
Theoretically.
ours don't really care for the cat
It's
food.
about a 50% mix. Half of them eat it, half of them don't.
food. Huh.
Look who's here. We've got
So your luck with Kalmbach,
Nice.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah, we're about $40 a bag, maybe a little bit over up here.
sometimes it's upwards of
dang,
45.
dude,
Yeah.
Because I like even for Missouri, I feed Missouri mostly, and I'm trying to bring in Kalmbach, but I
No.
can't figure out if I want to or not.
We like Kalmbach better than Missouri just because of the way the pellet is. It
Right.
seems to last
But
longer.
that was the old Missouri, and we
tried
understand
the new
now
Missouri.
that the new stuff, it's got a little bit different formula, and the pellets are a little bit better. But
Yeah,
we
they
haven't
took up
tried it.
humidity really bad, right?
Yeah, but it's a 40-pound. It's a 40-pound sack for more than the Kalmbach 50.
That's yeah. That's yeah.
And
Right.
and right, and I get it delivered through Chewy here, and that's why I'm looking at the Kalmbach to go, am I going to have good luck with it? It seems to be okay. I mean, I'm just mixing it in and just feeding. I can't really tell any difference, but I've heard people have had, their productions dropped or this or that, and then there's people that's loved it. So
I think it
I
just
don't
all
know.
depends. We've been feeding Kalmbach. We were on the higher protein percentage for a
Now
while,
we're on
and
the
then
18.
now we're on the 18 because we were getting it through Chewy, but our FedEx delivery driver would decide to pull up at the end of our driveway and then not deliver our
Dump
food. They
'em.
just drive off. No, they just take off with our food. They just look at
would
what they had to
turn around and
deliver,
look,
and then they just leave. And
And
I'd be like,
yeah.
our food is on your truck.
and then we'd
Come
be out of food, and then it would be undeliverable.
But we'd have them on our camera pulling up, and then they pull up, open the door, close the door, and drive off. So it was
Yeah.
awful. So we just ended up going with we lucked out and got like our local feed store will order us a whole pallet in, which is a lifesaver because when we hit the winter, we were trying and they wouldn't deliver our food. They'd pull up to our driveway and not deliver it. We were going and buying dog food, and we were just hemorrhaging money because dog food would just fall right in, right? They just waste all of it.
yeah,
Oh, it's awful. So bad. So Kalmbach, we order that by the pallet
by the
now.
pallet. Yep.
Dang.
Well, maybe I'll keep giving it a try and see. I do. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't have the odor that Missouri does, and I do like the pellets. I think it just smells cleaner. Missouri just has its. It doesn't. Not that the Missouri stinks. It just has its. Just whatever odor it puts off is a little bit more. Okay, but when I open a bag of Kalmbach, I'm like that's just kind of just mellow.
Yeah, it's almost like it's still green. It's not
Yeah,
quite completely
but
dry.
I can't tell any. I mean, as far as odor and stuff like that, I mean, everybody I've talked to, because they swear Missouri helps with the ammonia smell.
Yes.
And they swear Kalmbach does too. That's the only reason I wanted to try it, as well as just, to save a few bucks and get, back to a 50-pound sack. Maybe I'll be all right with it.
We've got Buckeyes and Tractor Supply, and there's other things and parts we don't have as Menards. There's a few other places like that are chain feed stores. What's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
So I like the 23% Kalmbach, and I get it. You guys are going to be upset with me. I just get it 5 minutes away at Buckeyes. $22.99, no tax, because
we love you, Phil. Food. We're so happy for you.
Yep,
no doubt, dude. I think I'm like 32 or something.
$23, no tax, and I go pick it up, throw it in my trunk 5 minutes away.
Yeah, where we are,
we know it's painful. So
it's okay.
Andrew from Powerhouse Pythons looked into what it would cost to be like a Kalmbach distributor, and they told him that he had to buy like 6 pallets.
Because you either have to be a brick and mortar is really what they want you to be. They want you to be like a brick and mortar pet store, or you have to order so much of it that you can't even store it. Pretty much.
Yeah, like even if we went in on with him in it, if we were like, yeah, we'll take 2, you do whatever, we still couldn't store that much food. That's a lot of 50-pound bags.
Yeah, that's.
We'd like to, but. Then there's like the whole grain mite problem, right? Like people run into where they sit for so long and then all of a sudden, but that happens with I would think any feed over time.
Yeah.
Oh,
bragger. Did you see Billy's comment? Bragger. We all want to be like Phil.
Yeah.
We do all want to be like Phil because that is amazing.
That
$42 a bag is just
that's like a leaf rake. Get the leaf rake out because you're bringing that much cash in.
Yeah. How far is it to drive to Phil? Let's just drive out there. Yeah. Phil, we'll drive out to you and we'll bring you some rats. My colony
is not as big. I only have about 30 snakes and I'm still suffering on food. I'm going to expand my rats, but even then, I mean, I'm talking $23 once a month, 3 weeks.
Is that the stuff we heard about? The sweet feed?
Yeah,
I've heard about that.
Pig food, right?
Is it pig food?
Pig pellets, I believe is what it is.
We've heard about that. If that's what that is, and we've heard that it's amazing.
Pellets.
Yeah,
I get my bedding at Tractor Supply though. I have to go to both places. Tractor Supply's got a low, I see no issues from it. I've been trying. I went from Aspen at $15 a bale, the big bale for 141 liters. I went to the pine shaving, and I know pine, never cedar, but I was like, pine. Pellets. I tried it, and it doesn't seem to be oily. It does great, and it's $5.
Ash, we need to know what it is. What's sweet feed?
I can try to pull it up.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it. But yeah, the pine pellets and the pine shavings at Tractor Supply, and I get the food at Buckeyes. It's great.
Look, we're learning things. Isn't that what you love about this? Look, sweet feed is for lots of things. I use it for deer.
Huh. Oh yeah,
All right, we're looking into it. Does it fall? Like, the sweet feed? Is it a pellet? Does it sit on top of the thing? Is it falling in and they're just milling about in it? What happens? I need to know, because that's what killed us off.
It depends on what animal it's formulated for, how it's a pellet form, or
these look like
I know not what I'm doing.
These look like
like stuff we'd feed our horses, sweet feed.
Philly.
Right as a treat. It just it'd fall right there.
Okay. Yeah, it's like our pellets for our stove. It's like a wood pellet that you'd use for a smoker or whatever. It's about the same size.
Nikki, you see the shirt I'm wearing? This is when I first, I think, crossed paths with you when I won the bronze.
Oh my gosh, really?
The U.S. ARC. This is the shirt from when
I get back to doing that.
Yeah, we definitely need
to had any interaction at all, and I never win anything. I have the worst luck. It's why I don't gamble. Nope. I mean,
not with us, Phil. You don't have bad luck with us. No, we need to get back. I got
picked, and I'm sporting the shirt today, and I had it on by a dumb coincidence, and I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to change because this is how I got to even be introduced to you guys.
I love it. No, we got to get back to doing that. We had so much fun doing that. So much fun. Like, especially going to the expos and telling people about USARK, and they would be like, yeah, I'm a member of it. What is it? Like, well, can you be a member of it if you don't know?
That's always a rough one to explain.
Don't,
because people don't really quite grasp what is at stake when you start talking about USARK and what they actually do for us.
Brian, did you see about the venomous ban? And is it parts of South Carolina, certain counties, certain cities? Did you see that?
I saw that the other day. I didn't read into it much, but yes, I saw that.
I heard there was going to be a Netflix special about HOTS, and it's going to just be devastating to the keepers in that part of the sector. And bring a lot of unwanted attention because of a few knuckleheads. But then you had what, Tarzan Man or something like that. He was awesome. He got bitten.
Oh yeah.
Nap, and it's just
recently passed.
It's terrible, man.
That guy almost escaped death at least twice. Because he got bit once before by, I think, a different color. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I love crazy. Bush vipers and I love Insularis. It's about the only HOTS I would consider keeping, but I just don't think I can do it. The risk is not worth the reward, in my opinion.
Hey, Chewy's got Missouri on auto ship, $28.87 for a 40-pound sack. I've never seen it that low ever. Nowhere, not in my neck of the woods.
Have you guys ever heard of Chewy.com?
This route.
We should talk about them.
Yeah, that little tiny brand.
So weird.
They just sent us a birthday card.
They send dog birthday cards. It's great.
And it's like, oh, thanks for keeping track of it for us. 7 years old.
That's awesome.
They're one of the sponsors
of this thing called Epic.
Epic.
It's called Epic. You know how many times I play that video? Like, always loading it up.
We'll talk about Epic for a minute.
Oh my gosh. What isn't there to say about Epic? It's going to be amazing. No, I'm not over it.
It's coming
is one of a kind.
I'm a little stressed about the questions I need to come up with, to be honest with you. I got to figure out a question. It's going to
be amazing.
My business readers.
Exciting and terrifying is that it's very soon. It's April 4th. Which is going to be here before we know it, people. So you better get signed up. It's free, by the way. So you definitely want to sign up for it. And they're going to be cool. All sorts of speakers. You don't have to watch it live, but I think you don't want to miss out on. You don't want to be the person that didn't watch it live, and then you're like, "Well, I didn't watch the first one live."
Not only is it free, if you watch it live and virtually attend the keynote speech by Chewy, I believe there was going to be some kind of giveaway or something they're doing for the crowd. I haven't heard it defined yet, but they're one of our sponsors, Chewy.com, Reptile Basics, Redline Shipping, of course. We picked up Palm Street, Pangea, Josh's Frogs.
So good.
Huge names. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but just the fact that those companies and the size they are had the faith in this project that Craig and Robin are seeing through, and Chris at Fat Man Nation. Like, what a cool concept. It's gained some legs, and now I just feel all this pressure we have to carry it with us and do a damn good job, because there's a lot riding on it, and I want it to shine. I want it to be, they say, what, every 6 months we're going to do this. Hopefully this goes well, then we're going to do this biannually.
It's going to be good.
Yep,
and
that's the plan.
The fact that you don't have to fly to go to it, just get to do, you can wear your pajamas and nobody will ever know.
That's right.
Yep.
You could be out to dinner watching it. Nobody will ever know.
Whatever you want to do, or be with it, right? Or like Phil, just streak around and listen to it while it is what it
Thanks for putting on the USARK shirt.
That's all I'm wearing.
That's the upper
Exactly.
half
that's all he said he's going to wear the day of it.
Porky pigging it.
Oh, God.
R.I.P. chair.
That's all, folks. With that, we hope you have a great afternoon. No.
Hey, we're in Noughty business. You never know what the hell we're going to talk about.
It's really true. It's true. But you spell it with an O, not an A. So that makes a total difference.
Yeah, isn't that great? Because it's Dreadnought Python with the O. That was the thing, It's supposed to be, a little salacious, hopefully catch someone's eye. And then
it does.
It's a play on words between our two names. And no one's ever complained about it.
So. How has that? Well, yeah, like show me your rack is also mildly offensive, but nobody is going to say
Just don't get bumper stickers made because that could end up being really awkward on the road.
Good, or maybe really wonderful for somebody. We don't know yet. Depends on who you are. You don't know.
Right.
Bill. You don't know.
You might be a free spirit.
You might be. You might be, and you might not know it yet. How has your transfer from TikTok to YouTube been going?
It's great in some aspects. Other aspects, we have less of a total live viewership at the moment. But then the trade-off is longevity of it getting higher overall views and having a life cycle of its own to live on for posterity and education. So there's kind of it's less. Oh, I liked my rag.
Yeah, we did.
It's less,
very nice. How much?
Let me look upon your wares, Gypsy. Let me look upon them. Yes. It's less instant gratification, more long-term, I think, staying power. And so it isn't all, roses and sunshine. There's been some learning curves. Just this past week, we had a weird thing where we couldn't get our boxes up on the right, the screen we usually stream from. It just wouldn't work. I could see them on my end, but they were hollow and ghosted out. They wouldn't go live on there. So I just switched to the other style of background and had a raw dog it and custom make the boxes and just throw them on there, and it worked kind of, but it was just we just had to figure out something on the fly live. And so there's been some technical issues, a learning curve. Mostly it's my fault, just because it's new.
No, and I think there is a learning curve in it because everything's live, right? Like you don't have time you have to build the plane as you're trying to fly it.
Yeah, the first one's always the worst one. And then you go.
TikTok, you just hit go live on your cell phone basically, and it's just there really isn't no interface alterations other than a number of guest box you have or a filter or something. That's about it. And then this YouTube's just a totally different beast. So
go figure. Sloan would hear that.
Right.
I'm old. So yes. Yeah. It's cool. I would like larger live viewership. What is it? Thursday nights, 6:00 Central, 7:00 Eastern. This week, Dread, we have Bex Bobtails from Australia. Our first Australian guest will be live. So it's 16 hours ahead the day after her time. It's the Friday morning.
Right.
That's really cool.
Ooh, and what does she have? Or what is she?
Singleback skinks, which I don't even think you can get in the U.S. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Ooh.
I don't think you could import them. They have no fear of humans. They're derpy as all get out. They're very unusual. She has about 100,000 followers on TikTok. And when it went under at the beginning of the year, she came to Instagram, and I swear for the first time, she hit up to 10,000 followers in 2.5 weeks, literally 3 weeks.
That's incredible.
And she's at 40,000 on Instagram now. I mean, people just love it. Her content is pretty straightforward. It's always fun, just a little silly. And it just is, her skinks that cruise around and do stuff, but they're not fast by any stretch of the imagination. They're not bitey. They're not scared of humans. They're just real super chill and they're really unusual. So people love them. So the content is pure gold.
Oh yeah.
And that's why, and she just puts it out very, very regularly. So she's a juggernaut on the socials, but she doesn't do anything particularly herself. She hardly ever gets on camera herself. It's just the animals. And it's just one of those things. People love them. So I'm hoping we'll see. We're going to do an Australian guest this Thursday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
That'll be exciting. Everybody loves a derpy creature.
Right. And there's so many things from Australia that you can't import. I think
and
it's
that aren't derpy,
stuff.
like those giant spiders. That's not derpy.
Yeah.
We should be able to bring it all in.
Huge.
Wouldn't that be great?
I think Australia closed its borders in what, 85, 75, something like that.
I mean, if there's something you got to have a license. I'm not against licensing and things like that because certain people just shouldn't have certain animals,
This is true.
But yeah, if there's something you want to have, if you can get it.
Captive breeding. I think captive proven, maybe, it's more bureaucratic red tape, but I mean, if they could prove some kind of captive born, those can be able to be exported.
Yeah, I'm more for that
somehow.
versus just taking it out of the wild.
Maybe something as simple as a photo, photo, a baby book on Shutterfly.
Yeah.
And you turn it into that Fish and Game, and they look at it and go, oh, look at the first birthday. And they can kind of see you hatching them out and growing them up. And they go, okay, this was not grabbed out of the outback. This was actually in their house. Here's, these man-made products around the animal. And if you could prove that, even that's like oversimplifying, but yet ironically intelligent. Like if you could just prove I made these, let them be exported, man. Like I don't understand.
Absolutely. That's agreeable.
Yes, not the wild spider that you find running around in Australia. Like, no,
I don't want
that's different, right? Like
against conservation, no. But
have you seen the crocodile hunter's wife Terry? She has a video from just a couple days ago where she was catching a spider in their house.
No, I haven't seen
And she has the lid from a pot on the wall. She's got the spider in there. It's like paper and the lid from the pot. Oh my gosh. It's like, that thing's big. I don't want one of those in my house.
I think everything's going to kill you in Australia. This place is wild, man.
This thing is huge. They are amazing people. She went and she was like, save the spiders. Scott, I was like, I don't know what she's going to do from there, but she had a plan.
Yeah.
My plan would have involved fear. Like our tarantulas are well enclosed. They're not going anywhere. And when they do almost run out, I am like,
yeah, that's so. Have you guys transferred a tarantula that you had shipped to you to an enclosure?
Because I generally wouldn't have a tarantula shipped to me, so no.
Yeah.
So
I've only caught them out in the wild and brought them home.
Tiny vials, like.
So they're safe. They don't jiggle
unbelievably
around
small.
Packaging, you guys.
So when you go to take them out, they're wrapped in like a damp paper towel, and then they can just sprint wherever they want.
Really?
Out of that paper towel.
Kurt is always in the other room when it happens, and I am always the one unpackaging the tarantulas because that's my jam. I'm like, I'm going to unpackage them, but usually it involves some kind of help, get in here fast, help.
Yeah, I have an irrational fear of spiders.
And Kurt knows that means a tarantula is running around, but they never get away. But it's just like that moment of sheer panic where I'm yelling for help. Like he can run in and save me. I don't know what he'd do. Nothing. He'd do nothing.
You're absolutely correct. There's nothing I could do.
Kurt's terrified of tarantulas.
Well, then good. You wouldn't do well out here then, because where I used to work at out in the energy sector on the power plants on the east side or west side of town, they migrate. Right, all the tarantulas out here in the valley, they'll migrate a certain time of year. And you're out there working on these turbine engines, you're on the ground or whatever working on this stuff. They crawl right over you.
Oh, no,
I've heard of this.
No,
and I was literally like this, and I look down, there's daggum tarantulas coming over me, and I'm like, where'd they come from? And everybody's laughing. They migrate every year, and that was like the start of the migration. Then like the next day you go down there, and already that night they're all over the road, and I mean it's bad because you're running them over. And it's kind of sad, but I mean thousands of them, they're everywhere. But yeah, they just come right over you and just ignore them.
And Dredd, remind everybody, where are you at?
Oh, I'm in Bakersfield, California.
Okay, so I didn't even think about tarantulas on this side of the United States. Why did I not think of that?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
we don't have them here. I know, but I didn't like. My mind is like, nope, that can't be a thing on the West Coast.
Just go a bit lower. They're there.
No, it just can't be a thing, Kurt. They don't live down there.
Yeah.
He's from far away.
Yeah, the only thing that we have that's remotely bad is wolf spiders, and then we've got like a lesser brown recluse. That's it.
The brown recluses like East Texas are bad, man. We even had tarantulas all over East Texas. In Hugh Springs, Texas, it was the worst. Same thing one year, migration. They was all over our house, like everybody's house.
What's up? There's my brother,
covered with them as they was migrating. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
I'm not much of a spider guy.
But they lived all out in the woods and stuff too. I mean, they lived there where you used to catch them. Just Dad would catch them and bring them home, and it was in our yard. I mean, it was everywhere.
See, they would catch them, Kurt. See, it's not that terrifying.
Yeah, probably not. But
see, Dre, when you're telling me about the story about the tarantula, you mimic that it was crawling across your stomach or chest. All I could think of is Home Alone, where he's got the shovel. He's like, Marv, don't move. It's like, whack, whack.
Right.
That's all I could think of.
That would be Kurt. So the first time ever that I held a tarantula, we were at an expo, and it was like our second or third time vending an expo, and the people next to us had tarantulas, and I was like, I'd really like to hold one. And so unbeknownst to Kurt, he turned around and I had this giant tarantula walking on my arm.
It was
and
probably
Kurt,
a 4-inch tarantula.
Kurt turned white as a sheet and like disappeared, was gone for like 20 minutes. And then he came back. And he was like, I almost passed out.
I mean,
I saw that spider.
It was good size.
I don't think I'm allowed to have a tarantula anymore. I don't know, maybe, but I used to just bring them home, and I had a big old aquarium outside, right? A big tank. I had to catch all kind of critters, gopher snakes, rattlesnakes. I mean, whatever. We'd bring it home, and then for a few days, play with them. The kids would play with the rattlesnake. Try not to get bit today, boys. And then I take him back and release him. You know, who can jump the fastest, right?
It's Darwinism at its finest.
Yeah,
Right.
Survival of the fittest. Which one is going to live?
Whatever we could bring home that was safe to bring home, we'd bring home and for a few days, and then I let them check it out, and then we'd take it, let it go again. And no, the rattlesnakes went in the frying pan.
Delicious.
There you go.
I'll just say it. Rattlesnakes are good eating, and they would go in the frying pan.
The first thing I ever saw of a king snake was a video from California where this guy would collect them because he had a rattlesnake den. So we'd collect them, bring them to his house, and let him try to eat the rattlesnake population. And like watching the video that he took where the king snake is getting bit by the rattlesnake and there's no effect because they're venom proof. I don't know what the term for that is, but they can just get bit over and over and not matter.
Speaking of which, someone's judging.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even affect them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
Right now, our king snake is
toxophobic. I don't know, venom.
I don't know what that is. Where it don't affect.
Yeah.
Venophobic, probably. Like hydrophobic, it's waterproof, like a duck's back. Venophobic. I made it up. That's a word now. Put it down.
It
sounds great. I would believe that.
I like it. I also think that we should do this more Saturdays because this is fun. And
now, when I lived in the piney woods of eastern Texas, we had all kind of critters running around out there, box turtles and copperheads and right there's everything in the woods over there, and even in Louisiana and Shreveport. We just always around critters. This always, I mean, it was all we had land. I mean, there was just everywhere. It was reptiles was everywhere. You didn't have to own them. You just went out there and caught them, and then and then my first one I ever had was a ball python. That I went to a pet store and got.
I thought you were going to say that you just found randomly.
We found most
slithering
random,
around.
Yeah, most it was just random whatever snakes and turtles.
They're endemic to Western Louisiana.
Yeah, exactly. You just found this random ball python, and
no, my buddy actually had
Northern
boas and Burmese, and said we already get you a ball python. He had all these different snakes too, ball pythons. He had everything, and I got one in the beginning, and he was cool. But then he got sick. No one really knew anything in those days. In the 80s. And so we took him back and got a green tree iguana. We had that joker for like 14 years. We had him a long time. Actually, we gave him away. And then they had him for another however many years until he just passed. And I was like, this is crazy. And I don't know how old he was when we got him, And okay, I remember I was in the Navy. I went to the military. My mom's like, that daggum iguana's still alive. I'm 21. And she goes, yeah, he's still alive. I go, holy shit. Anyway, yeah. And she was old when we got him.
That's crazy.
Right. And then we raised rabbits at my grandpa's over in Shreveport. And his house was right on the lake, Cross Lake. There were so many rabbits. And then we would clean them because he would sell the meat. Okay. And rabbits are good eating. And so one time, I don't know, man, he had me out there working. I had to clean so much and prep all this. I said, I'll never mess with another rabbit again. And I don't think I've even touched rabbits since. I was like 13 years old, and here I'm 50. Yeah, I'm like, seriously, I'm like, nope. It ruined. But it was fun it was fun doing that, you know, raising the rabbits and the chickens and all the stuff that we had, you know, and it was really fun doing that.
I got some awesome news yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw my IG story.
You have to tell us.
I'm not familiar.
Oh yeah, that
dude.
What is it?
Awesome.
that's
Charlie, shedtesting.com is my hero of the day. That man.
That's right. You guys go support Charlie Shed Testing.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And send your sheds. Don't just keep them on
properly
shelves.
labeled with your name, address,
and not
number.
soiled. Don't send soiled.
Yeah,
sheds.
definitely don't send the soiled one.
That's where I've
Been there, done that.
That's where I messed up. That's not where
Dude,
you went.
that's a win for sure.
Yeah, Charlie's been sending out
Billy's
a lot of good
wearing
news.
pants.
I didn't see yours, but I saw like 3 or 4 other people that got double hats and off of like a 50%
Man, we
and everything.
missed the boat. We should have sent our
I
sheds
know.
last week.
Yeah,
I
no.
need
This
to
one's
send
actually getting
one
ready to
in
go back
see
in
if
the
she's
shed
for-
again. This
for
is
sure black
like a
pastel.
really cool normal. I mean, it just looks super boring.
Oh no, that's a powerhouse normal.
This is my strongest male. You won't believe it.
Bye, Billy.
Hey, Billy, have a great weekend.
All right, Billy, take care, bud.
Appreciate you rolling through, sir. So yeah, this dude I bought double head 100% Desert Ghost and Clown and sold as a 66% VPI. Came back 100% VPI.
There you go.
100% triple het of so he's a great male for my main project. I've got like 15 animals in that main ball python project. And so this is now probably my most powerful male. Although he is really unassuming, it really kind of underscores buying genes and not just cool looking pets. That's I've been on that mission since I learned the hard way early on. So
Yeah, that's definitely a win right there, dude.
he ain't looking nothing special. I mean, seriously.
No, but he's
He
ready.
is, though.
You got some females ready. He's ready.
Not wild. Oh yeah, he's a chow monster too, and great disposition, as you can tell. Eats
Yeah.
like a champ. He's probably, I don't
Can
know,
tell.
550, 600.
He's getting
grams.
close. He'll be
He's
there.
right there.
Something like that. I have to look. I haven't weighed him probably 6 weeks, 5 weeks. But yeah. So I was super excited. Got that news yesterday afternoon. So thanks, Charlie. I mean, he's just reporting back what he found, but dang, I am so excited.
No
So
doubt.
excited.
No doubt. I got to send 1 or 2 in over here, so I got to get with you on that.
Got it for a song too. So from D&D Exotics, Seth up in Rhode Island. That guy's got some heat.
Oh, nice.
One of the most impressive, I think, Morph Market storefronts I've found on that website. That dude will have 10, 12, 20 pages of stuff. And almost
it's all
of
heat.
it.
Are you
Almost
looking it up
all
now?
of it.
I'm gonna
Now
go look it
Kurt's
I'm gonna make
looking it
sure
up.
I'm following him.
DD's Exotics.
DD's Exotics.
Seth
That Joker's got all
and
of his
Rhode
stuff is
Island.
nice.
That guy's got fire. And he's like so under the radar, and you just don't hear about him or read him.
Yeah,
He's not a
I'm
bragger.
telling
You don't
you.
see him out on social media. But you look at his Morph Market page, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, I think the first place I ran across him was Live. I want to say Livewire. Is that right?
Hardwire.
Hardwire. Thank you.
You think?
Yeah, they're his last auction before he went into surgery. I believe that's where I came across DD's.
Yeah,
In the
his
chat
stuff.
there.
There's a lot of good guys out there with that are really working some cool animals. It's amazing at what they're doing for sure, and then what's coming. That nobody's seen.
Right.
Yeah,
It's amazing how it seems like we've gone from like double hets with 2 genes to triple visuals with multiple codoms in like 2 or 3 years. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Because I like the people that fly under the radar.
And there's a ton of them.
I think they're some of the best people to be looking into. People that
His
have,
stuff's so good. I don't think it qualifies as under the radar anymore, but
that's good.
Right. There
he's
is
not a
that
showboater. Is Juan at Windy City Morphs.
Yeah,
Dang.
Juan.
Can that
transition. I
guy
know, right?
make a bad snake? I don't think he
No.
can.
he can't.
I mean,
Dragon Soul's another one.
Mhm.
yeah, and he has not been in the game very long. I think I saw a live with KG Bomb Projects on Instagram a couple weeks ago. I think he just like a year in, but dude just made amazing.
Yeah, we can't leave Ash out either.
No, can't leave
Morph
Ash.
Minded. He's got incredible stuff with his
Malice.
Malice. Yeah.
Oh,
that
nice.
stuff is incredible. And he's working with Levance to push it even further.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight
that's
fire
awesome.
up in Chicago.
Yep.
Awesome.
Can't wait to see what comes out of that.
Ash, you might
It's
not
only
know
gonna
it, but
be
you're one of
incredible.
Kurt's favorite
Yeah.
people.
Malice is one of my favorite jeans that I've seen in the last year.
Yeah. Jed and I were just talking about Puzzle on the phone last night. I've been coveting Puzzle for a while. I just don't know that I could justify. I mean, what I pay for one Puzzle girl visual, maybe, and then I'd like her to be head hypo or have something else going on, but it just goes up from there. I could get a chondro, not, I mean, not a designer or anything, but I mean, for $700 to $1,200, somewhere in there, $1,500, I could get a pretty decent chondro. So it's like,
Being an adult is so hard.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I'm
do
just
you
gonna
buy
make
that-
100% het with her, and then, or I can make chondros. I mean,
It's a rough life we live
right? It's
in the reptile world.
Yeah.
puzzle still, like, to get what you want is still like $2,500. It's crazy.
I love Puzzle though. I do.
Yeah, or more. Some of the stuff we were looking at that Dylan had was more than that.
Dylan's got some
These
good
balls
stuff.
and exotics.
Gotta keep them rodents leaving.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm telling
I used to have this joke. You ever like Sesame Street back in the day with that little guy who's like, "Want to buy a watch?
Oh
Or want to buy a number, or whatever." I used to have this meme that went around that was like, "Want to buy a rat?" Had the rat sitting in the car. Want to buy?
That's
Yes,
what you
I
need
do.
to, man. Find those pet buyers. Oh,
I'm
yeah, you
telling you.
don't own any snakes? Well, this one's $25. That's
Right.
a bargain.
Here's
It's
the food. It's $5.
It's a bargain.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's another thing that's crazy. From the time that we got into to now, it seems like rodent costs locally have gone up like $2 for a small. It's nuts. Last time I looked, they were like $9 for a small.
Dang.
That's crazy. But
Yeah,
I've heard
it's
people
nuts.
paying that across the country in different areas at, $9-10 a small. It's like, are you kidding me?
That's what we need.
Okay. Even out here where I'm at, the guy that, anyway, there's a feed store over here that I have supplied, and hopefully I can continue to supply. He does. He's I think,
Look at that.
let's see, she's 3. I
Trying to
think
get it
he's
to zoom.
$8 for a small.
Yeah, it adds up
8 or
quick.
9 for a small. I mean, he's getting it, and he can't keep up his stock.
I wish this
Absolutely.
camera would focus better. Come on, camera.
Cameras are fun, Phil. We know a guy,
Yeah, I
Can't
think
tap the screen.
Mr. Bashcoder.
the last
He's so good
time
at
we
that
went
stuff.
into a pet store and looked at live rodent prices, I was shocked because they were charging $6 for a pinky, pup, or a fuzzy. That was their lowest.
We got to the point where we were just going to reptile stores to and we like have to stop and take a picture of the feeder sign because we were just in shock.
You got the
how much
eye
it
You
in
know what? I
focus.
took a picture
Yes.
of it. I'll tell you right now.
Look at that.
Man, chondros are so cool.
Is that the one you got the new perch for?
Nope. This
No.
is my
Then
big
you
boy.
can
He's
see the
Oh,
Well,
the
perch
perch
back
back there. Sorry.
Yeah, I think this one it's a little over 3 foot, undocumented Biak, born in Indonesia farm, so I don't have details on it. I would suspect he's about 2.5, 3 years old, given his color change and size. Seems to be a boy. Haven't probed him yet.
Oh yeah, you just probed him. Now he's pissed.
He's not. He's curious.
I don't know. Look pretty angry to me.
Oh yeah, they kind of just have that. They have RBF all the time. So
Right?
It's me
It's a
in
problem.
snake form.
Okay, so pinkies, fuzzies, mice start at $5,
Yeah.
See?
Yikes.
and he's getting it. So the smalls are 7, mediums
Look
are
at
8,
that.
large are 10.
I wish you could
That's
see the
not bad.
whites better. Here, that's.
But
a little
everything
better.
else starts at 5.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
It's crazy,
$5
but he's
for a
selling
pinky.
out like he can't
Yeah.
Holy
keep up.
crap!
Oh, I believe it.
Do you follow Tucker of Purple Rain?
Yeah.
Oh, I love his stuff. I never get old watching never gets old watching his Instagram.
Yeah.
He's
He's
set
doing
up
some
a
great
flex.
stuff out there for sure. Yep, I interact with Tucker a bit.
No, those rodent prices. That's when we knew that we needed to
Yeah, when it started almost being a bill every time for food.
Yeah, my wife was like, "How much are you spending?" And then she's looking at it, and she's like, "You." And then I was even told you're going to have to start raising at some point. But then, right, you get enough to raise, so you're still so many months out because you're raising them up. Because I didn't buy any that was, she really didn't have any that was that size or even ready. And I kind of wanted to know a little history on them, and I didn't want to get. So I started out with small weans and smalls and raised up, and then, so yeah, you have that time frame. You still have to wait, and you're still buying feeders. Yeah, and she's like, get it going, and it took a while, but once it got going, it did. It made a difference versus having to go over there all the time. But even her prices, my buddy, where I can go, they're not bad. I mean, $4 for a small.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
That's not bad.
Especially
$3 for a wing, that's still pretty good. But it does add up. I mean, you got, as soon as you got 30 snakes every week, or even at 15, I mean, that adds up quick.
It does. Our hardest thing with our rats has been, and we're still not good at it yet, but we're going to get better, is figuring out a good way to document cycling out the females.
Yeah, for us, we just need KG to keep yelling at us to, every 6 months, rotate those animals.
See, I'm having an issue with that right there too. Getting it figured out, so I can make sure I have my grow outs ready. That's why I'm having to build more racks, because I kind of got a little behind. My production fell off, but I might have been overworking everything too. So I just kind of idled back and
absolutely
get right. And then because I put away a whole lot of frozen thaw too. Well, I've been feeding those, so that's helped. But yeah, figuring that rotation out to where you can keep these females retired and the new females coming in. I'm trying to figure that out right now, and I can't figure out a system.
It's tricky.
It's tricky. Kyle's like every month I'm changing, or every week I'm changing, females, however that works. You got to be able to be changing so many at least every month.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you get too far behind because it takes those 21 days of.
Right. I think
you already have to grow your females up, to what, 12 weeks?
Yeah. It's a beautiful rainbow.
Yeah, for Norwegians, you got they got to be mature enough before you want to put them in service.
They have the best disposition, I swear. I love them.
How old would you say that is?
I think she's the birth year, I think, was told to me incorrectly. I think he was off by at least a year. So I believe she is 4. Possibly around 3, more in the neighborhood of 3.5. But when I've looked, consuming other people's content, and they're like, "Well, my animal, they've got everything, the Cabbage Patch birthday certificate and everything compared to mine."
Yeah,
mine was a co-project. The breeder, the one I was buying from him, actually inverted its stomach on a regurg and passed. So he's felt terrible. So he got me a bigger girl that was at his buddy's house. And I think when he told me the birth year, I think he was off by a year, but it is what it is. Because there's nobody with what's supposed to be a 2-year-old rainbow boa that's 5.5 feet. That's 1,500 grams. So I think she's got to be in the 4, closer to 4, judging by other people's, histories on their animals. Because they're like, this one's a year old, and I'm like, if mine's 2. It's been radiated, in the hot zone. It's like something ain't right, because she's way over 2 to be this size. Like
it grew from Despicable Me.
I was gonna say, because ours at a year going on a year, they're tiny.
Yeah, they're small.
They're so small,
but they eat every week.
To see one that big is quite shocking.
Yeah, she's 5.5 foot.
Well, you need to hurry up and get babies out of all that stuff over there.
I need a larger male. If anybody has a boy,
something from the source.
I'll split the clutch with them. If anyone's got a boy that's 3 or older, ship them here. I have an incubator ready. We're good to go. Just send them on out. That was a joke. Anybody? I'm just kidding.
We need a male rainbow.
Ready 3 or older. Because mine is around
rainbow. Just works better for me. Rainbow.
Rainbow.
But yeah, I'll do a split clutch with somebody because she's ready. She's spreading urates and stuff in there, and she hasn't gone off food, but she's showing the signs of being ready. And I moved her up to that 4x2x2 a while back, and she loves it compared to her 3-foot enclosure. She's out and stretched out, chilling, relaxing at night instead of exploring around, or she'll just sit there with her head on her little cork log and stuff at night. She's so much more active now than she used to be. So that the size upgrade was definitely worth it. I moved her a couple months ago.
You just need to put out a snake wanted ad for her. Looking.
Bumble for snakes.
Exactly.
Yeah, she needs
OnlyFans.
Your next Instagram post is going to be
right?
single rainbow female.
I'm telling you, dude, that OnlyFans idea that could work.
Likes
man.
long walks in the jungle floor.
Yeah, long slithers. Doesn't have legs. She can't walk
Through the dropped foliage. I like the ones
Looking
that
for
are
a
kind of
couple of
like
good
in between
spurs.
this color, the orange and red.
Oh, like those Skittles ones.
Those things are crazy.
Did you see? Scales had a post today.
Today, yeah. Oh, so red.
That thing is insane.
I didn't show Kurt.
Yeah, they're like $5,000 to $10,000. I'm like, oh, if only.
We just bought the basic. We bought the starter Pokemon Rainbow.
My medium girl is a little over 3 foot, right about 3 foot, maybe a little over. She's orange. She's way more orange than this.
Craig has some really.
It's from Scales. My medium girl's from Scales in Vegas.
Okay.
Ours are both from a local guy down in Oregon we got from the show, but they are so friendly.
What's his name?
Big Borg.
Big Borg, yeah.
But
yeah, rainbows are so cool.
They're busy. They don't photograph well, and they don't sit still when you take them out.
No, but that's what I love about them. Not just a lump.
Yeah, we have not only a size restriction, but we've got all the other restrictions. No hots, no anything. Basically nothing over 6 feet either. So
yet when you go to every expo, there's always a whole handful of people walking around asking if there are venomous snakes. Are there venomous snakes at this show? Where do you think we live, people? What do you think you're looking for?
Yeah, you have to have a special license here.
What are you? Should you be here?
Venomous.
You're looking for that? I don't think so. I don't know.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
there's all sorts of different things.
The majority of colubrids are just straight up banned.
What?
Yeah,
and that's so weird too. It's like, how are they gonna be invasive up there and that?
Right, where it gets. It's not super cold, but it'll get down to 10 for a week.
Yeah, but these animals that they're banning can't even survive up there anyway.
Right.
No.
A winter. Yeah.
I think the only, you can have king snakes, you can have hognose, and maybe a couple other colubrids. But, specifically where we're at, it cuts it down because it can't.
It's probably the same down here. I haven't found the whole list yet, but it's probably similar.
It's hard to find the whole list. You really have to do your super sleuthing.
Yeah, and they generally just give you the genus of the species, of the species, and it's like you can't have anything that's this. It gets weird.
I need a dadgum list. I want the exact what can.
I know, right? Cans and can'ts.
Yeah.
Black and white.
But everybody says email your Fish and Game or whoever you deal with. But really, they're going to say, well, here's the book. It's this section.
Good luck.
Can understand that.
That one looks like ours.
Yeah, that's the male. He was born. He's about a year. He's coming up on a year. So
that's the coloration of ours.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
like that. Do it, buddy. Just keep eating.
We're still 3 years out.
Oh yeah, we're a long ways out.
Yeah,
but that's okay. That's the long game plan.
That's boas for you.
That's the long game plan. We just got oh my gosh, why can't I never remember our Doomerol boa from Lindworm from Larry and Randall. He did not want to eat for the longest time, and now he's become an eating machine. I want to
say it was 3 months. He was just he missed them.
He was lonely. He missed his people.
Oh yeah, Doomerol.
And that's the medium girl from Scales.
Okay, that's really orange.
Yeah, that looks like ours.
Yeah,
ours look like that.
That looks like.
So, do they lose their color as they get older, or no?
No, usually enhance it some.
Oh, that's good to know. Things I don't know about rainbows. Part 1, they enhance their color.
She's trying to get on the mic. Oh, saved it. Woo.
She just wanted her moment.
I made a mistake
for her OnlyFans page.
And I didn't have the tub completely closed, and we had a large female wrap herself around the ARS rack.
Oh yeah,
I want a rainbow snake. Oh wait,
do you have one?
I want a rainbow snake. Wait, there is a rainbow right there.
It's true.
No, an actual rainbow snake. What my wife was telling me the other day, she wanted to. I forget what color. But she's not even in here. I'd ask her blue or something, and I'm like, I wish I could find you that snake, but if it's whatever color I'm thinking, there's probably only a venomous one that's color.
I'm sure.
Absolutely, it's a viper. That baby
yeah, it's probably
blue
a viper.
one.
I don't think it was though. I gotta ask her.
No, there's that like a. Isn't there like a? Okay, so this could be. I don't know. What was that one? That one blue one. It's like a rat snake, or
there's got to be some rat snake or
oh,
something.
Yeah.
Really pretty
garter.
Blue.
The red side, the blue side of San Francisco garter snake. The Bavu has some. Those are really awesome. They got.
Oh yeah, those stripes. Are kind. Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about.
I think it's a rat snake.
It's really pretty blue and active, long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can't. No venomous, even in the house. No venomous. I mean, if I caught a rattlesnake or something, that's fine outside. But
you're a brave man.
No big Burmese or big retics. No big snakes. I got a boa BCI, but he's not going to get very big, so I'm not worried about that.
That baby.
What do you have there, Phil?
Nice.
Yellow belly cypress, 66 head clown.
Cypress.
Yeah.
She's one of my faves.
There you go. Vietnamese blue beauty.
Yeah,
Vietnamese blue beauty snake. Oh yeah.
I'm looking it up because
I don't know if that's what she's talking about, but maybe she wanted a certain color, ball python to be, and I'm like, no one's there yet, but that's a cool snake to look up.
That's fun.
I'm gonna look that one up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, we can share the screen somehow.
Here, we got it right here.
I bet you I can't even own that out here.
Oh, that's pretty. Getting better at technology slowly. Look at that. You see it?
Yeah, no, that snake's nice. Yeah.
That's
a
pretty.
Beautiful snake.
It's a beautiful snake.
What are the rhinos? The ones with the horns? That's the rhino rat snakes.
Yeah.
I think those are so cool.
They are so cool.
I think those are so cool.
Oh, there's a different one. There's a different one we were thinking of.
The one that I'm thinking of is venomous. I know.
Yeah,
it's a viper
I know about the venomous blue snake. I just can't remember which one it is. It's a viper.
Yeah, Insularis.
Phil, Josh says, didn't mean to steal the screen time, Phil.
No.
What was the Cypress combo again?
Oh, that is Yellow Belly Cypress 66 het clown. And she's going to go to Orange Dream Enchi Clown.
Nice.
So that's the pairing. So hopefully Yellow Belly, Orange Dream, Enchi, Cypress, Clown. Maybe with or without Enchi's fine by me. This is our boy, Dread. This is our stud of our 1.2 project we share together.
There he is.
What is it?
Hypo. That's supposedly 66% het try, but if you look at, I mean, I'm saying 100%. I mean, this guy is just got tri-stripe type goodies all over him showing for just a 66 het. So
yeah, it's fancy.
It's beautiful.
It's really busy. It looks nice.
But we got a 1.2 of visual hypo het try of between 66 to 100 in that group each. So, but that's the boy.
That's nice.
He's a stunner.
Good Ash. That's yep.
Oh, he's nice, no doubt. Can't wait to see those.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see that.
We should be this coming winter. I've got the girl that's about 850, 900 grams. That's I think she's orange ghost, not this ashy gray hypo. I think she's the orange ghost, but either way, it's supposed to be compatible, so we're gonna send it.
Right.
Yeah, I've got an orange ghost over here too that I'm growing up. So
I'll show you. She's double this size, which is a good thing. But yeah, this is the boy that we're hanging our hopes on.
We're almost ready.
He should be ready by fall, winter. So should she. The other girl, he's got a clutch mate sister, but she won't be ready this year. she's not quite as impressive as him, but she too is hypo het tri. But he's just got. We bought them as a pair, and he's just got such great markings. We knew it was going to slam. Oh wow! Yeah. There you go.
Pretty much every 66% we've had is proved out too.
Nice.
I think we missed on one.
I
That's
had
'cause we
one.
don't think it really was.
Right.
I had one. I was told that was 66%, and she gave me 7 babies out of 6 eggs, and they was all one het, so it was the rest of them twins, and everything else was visual.
Yeah,
See?
I was trying to process there for a second what you said, and I'm like, okay, he had twins. I'm a little slow sometimes.
6 eggs, 7 snakes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had one het. The twins was both visual, and then we just had one het, right? Het for pied. But yeah, so I don't.
Here's that girl from the hypo het tri stripe project. She's 100% het, but she's looking extra right now because she's going in the shed, so she's looking super hypo.
Oh, yeah.
But she's 100% het, and her. I was gonna show you the orange ghost suspicion, but since she's in such shed, then it kind of just blew that whole visual example. But
They're usually all in shed when it's time.
Yeah,
for their
every
moment.
time you want to whip them out, they're in shed.
Oh yeah,
Pause.
all the yeah.
Good pause. Good pause.
Thanks.
But yeah, that's one of the 2 girls from our project. Jared and I are doing.
It's gonna be nice.
That
There's
is
not a
gonna be
whole
nice.
lot of. I don't ever see a whole lot of tri-stripe stuff. Like you see Ken Masic's tri-stripe, and that's pretty much about it.
It's probably because that's all what we're looking at.
I know, but
It's like when you buy a white car and then everybody has a white car.
yeah,
Then everybody,
looking
yeah,
at
then
it.
it's everywhere.
Exactly.
Man, I had somebody out there went around. I suspect one person bought. I had 3 of them on my save list on Morph Market that were various het tri, really great prices, and then they all disappeared on one day.
Somebody got paid.
Yep.
Yeah, they all
Somebody
went
cleaned
away.
up.
Because it's unlikely they all went on the same day. That didn't make sense. But they've been on my list for a little minute. That's okay. I'm happy at the 1.2 we got. We got high.
Yeah, we'll get there.
They're all visual. They're all visual for the one recessive. So
What are you doing?
Should I get that mean little snake we got from Ken?
Sure. I was hoping you would. She's pretty.
she's terribly mean.
She's so cute. We got some new snakes that we haven't taken any pictures of yet. And though normally we wouldn't show them, I'm really excited about this one. Did you find her?
No, that's not.
She's on the left. Third one up. Kurt will find her eventually. She's on the left. Step aside. I'm coming over. Got her.
It's not bottom.
He's struggling. Bill's shown 6 snakes in the time that it took you to look over.
I believe it.
Just kidding. What do you have there, Phil?
just a real simple but very, very clean Enchi Ultramel. Really just not all that's, super out there.
She really does hate you.
Yeah, but he's clean.
Bite you.
I wish it was a girl. This is a big ass 1,200 gram male.
She's gonna bite you.
Yeah, and the girl I have over here is not even near ready.
This little
But yeah,
snake
he's a
is
great
so
snake.
angry. She just looks like a rattlesnake right now. She's so mad.
She does. She's coiled up, ready to go.
This is a
Calico Grim Clown female. She's my baby.
yeah, you can she's pretty fancy, but
Nice.
yeah, she's gonna eat my face.
Very excited about her. She really hates Kurt. It's because she needed help shedding after she got here.
No, that way.
And I was like, I worked on her for a little bit because she came and in just like the last part of her shed, getting ready. And then she shed within like a week of being here. And then I helped her and I was like, she's done for the night, Kurt. She doesn't want anybody to go near her. And Kurt was like, well, you can't just give up. You've got
You
to
can't
keep
leave her
going.
half shedded.
He paid the price.
That's where a Da Vinci soak and some warm water in a tub comes in, man. Put him in there for 30, 40 minutes, comes off. wonderful.
Oh, it mostly did, except for the end of her tail, and Kurt couldn't just let her have her moment.
No, I got it all.
I was like, you gotta leave her alone, Kurt. She's done for the night. She's mad. Just let her be.
I'll side with Kurt on this one, though. You don't want a circumferential something stuck because you can end up with a dead tip.
Know. Yes.
Yeah. Then she grabbed onto my the fat part of my arm and was hanging off like a bulldog.
It's kind of.
That's a tender spot, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that one kind of hurt.
I know that spot don't feel good.
No.
It's like, what is that? Oh, she's still hanging there.
It's like she could have just been tomorrow morning. Would have.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Grimm's a granite gene.
Yeah.
And it's worked. There's several people around here that work it. Tucker and Dylan work it. What Tropical Hut?
I don't know.
They're out of Oregon. They work it. I think it's Tropical Hut. I'm gonna feel really bad because it'll probably be wrong, but
okay, you gave it your best shot, Kurt.
Yeah, they've got.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I
can't remember
that
everything.
against you.
They have examples of supers, so they'll have the super.
Somebody does, yeah.
The Grim Reaper is what they call it. I think Tucker has some too, or at least one.
I don't know. All
it's
I know
hard
is
to keep
that
track of all the ball pythons and where they're at.
after seeing it, I was like, we're gonna have to get one, and then it all the stars aligned. Now we have.
You know what I got into today, Dredd? I got a great deal from our boy Caden at Knockout Reptiles, KO Reptiles down there in Texas. I'm going to be for, she's what, 400 plus grams. So it won't be terribly long. She's not tiny. She's born in 23. Super Asphalt Banana. I'm back in the banana game, but just eat a tiny bit.
That's how they get you, the Super Asphalt Banana.
Well, no, it's an asphalt. I have an asphalt, so they'll go together.
There you go. There you go.
But Super Asphalt Banana, there's not many on the market. They're shockingly expensive, and I just love Super Asphalt and clown combos and throw in some yellow, red stripe, yellow belly, spot nose in there. I love Super Asphalt stuff. Digging it big time, and I love Freeway. I always have. Just
yeah.
If I had to take a Pied or a Freeway, I'd take a Freeway. I think honestly between the two, as far as like that aesthetic, just grab your attention.
I'd rather have just a visual Freeway over a Freeway Pod.
Yeah.
Definitely don't look at Billy's stuff though. He's got Freeway clown pieds and Super Asphalt.
And I have Freeway Pod. I threw one on auction the other day, yesterday or whatever, that my mail I got to get rid of. So we'll see. But I like Freeway, but I'm not digging the Freeway pie stuff.
No, anymore. you gotta bring the pattern back with Scrambler. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
You got to add it back.
I honestly vehemently don't think every project needs to be pied. I think it does a disservice to some of them.
I agree.
VPI, DG, Clown, Hypo being one of them. There's so many on the market, VPI, this, that, and the other, that are het pied. I'm not paying for it. I literally don't want it in there. Like, I am not going to pie that project because everybody and their brother has. Just like Ultramel, not going to do it. Like, I'm going to do some pied stuff like Yellow Belly, GHI, Hypo pied, stuff like that. I'm going to do Super Orange Dream.
I'm trying to figure out what can we bring that pattern back? Because I like more pattern on them. The pie stuff.
I'm doing Scrambler. I'm getting some Scrambler from Marcus Jane. That list is still open for 2 more weeks, by the way, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, if I wasn't broke as a joke, I'd definitely have me
exactly. We're in the same boat.
Yep.
Well, I've got right. Yeah, if I got something coming in, I'd get one, but I don't have nothing coming in right now. At least one. At least a female. At least you get a female.
Yeah, we talked to Phil about swinging it, but we can't swing it.
No.
Because he's already getting a male, so at least if I had a female, either way we'd still be able to work. Because you got to grow females out, and
so true.
Yeah, so a lot of our pied stuff is going to either have pinstripe, enchy, super enchy. Down the road, it'll have a scrambler. So we're really trying to bring the pattern back.
And I'm still trying to work with Gene X stuff right in the pie.
Gene X looks good too.
Gene X will keep that.
It does.
I'm hoping that these two, I sold the male, but I'm hoping I get babies out of him before he goes, or I'll just wait until she produces something. But I held back one of the females out of the first clutch, but I'm hoping these other two, like my leopard, my pastel leopard pie female, I'm hoping she goes. She hadn't yet, but I've had locks. I'm getting locks. And then same way with my pinstripe. What is she, a lemon blast? Beautiful snake. I call her my swamp snake. But I want G-neck stuff out of them so I can see whatever I can go with, bringing that into because I like clown pied stuff too, but I want more pattern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what I'm getting from Marcus is a hypo super orange dream het pied female, and I'm getting a super OD scrambler double het hypo pied, possibly super scrambler from him.
Look at your little visitor there. It's coming after you.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
say
hello.
This is from
I'm still
Emilio.
making some banana inchy pie, stuff for local,
Big
pet
keys.
store,
What's up,
super
keys?
banana shit. But that's what I want to do with the pod, with especially the clown pod and anything going forward. I want more pattern in them than just all white.
That's the same here. We like low white pied.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean,
50-50 guy, but you can't. It's hard to predict a lot of times.
Exactly.
Yeah,
sometimes
you're right.
You get like a really cool section of pattern on a low white that makes it really cool. But
just making a pied would be fun.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Well, and there's another gene. Some of those that we have, the project of the hypo tri-stripe I have with Dread, that pair we got from Juggernaut, they're het pied, but I learned that it just ends up like Mojave. That it just kind of ends up to be a pretty patternless.
Yeah.
That tri-stripe.
Yeah, that's
nice. Like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, where you
that's the Gene X.
That's the female that I'm keeping. Yeah, from the Gene X Yellow Belly.
That's a really nice representation.
But right, she was even better than him, and I'm hoping I get something else out of him. But I'd rather have the females, in this case, because the direction I'm wanting to go. But I mean, that's it. And they all three. One that didn't make it, actually, one is 50% white, but not marked out like this. The other ones are like this.
That's awesome, Dre.
The other three.
Kind of pattern that needs.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? And then you'll be able to see. And Scrambler, right? He had a whole lot of Scrambler stuff, Marcus Jank, right? Same thing.
Absolutely.
With that similar pattern. I was like, man, that's similar to that Gene X stuff that I got, And then so you start throwing some whatever to change up that, really trick that pattern out and enhance some of that color. But keep the pattern. That's what I think, man. So you could see that. Right?
And you can get the Gene X for a decent price too.
Yeah. So I definitely want to keep working with my females. I mean, obviously I got rid of the male, but I want to, at least keep my females for now. And
that's the way to do it, is keep your females, because you might not want to throw it in everything.
Yeah, but I do want more out of him, so I'm hoping those two will hurry up and have babies. They hadn't yet, so we're into this.
We know that life, Dread.
Fingers crossed.
Hurry up.
Yeah, we'll cross ours for you too. Come on.
All year those, right? Nope. I should have had babies since June of the summer and nothing, and then I'm right. Keep pairing them. I've had 4 locks since January with each, so
heck yeah.
At some point, something's gonna go.
Common with him.
Yep, something's gonna give.
We have a lot common.
And it could be just a time frame, and some snakes just take longer. I get in, but we know he proved out, and he works them. He's still eating, so he's doing his thing, and I give him breaks in between. And when it rains, every time it rains down here, I've been throwing boom, boom, boom. You're in. But yeah, that to me, that's a better way to go with the pies.
Oh, absolutely.
That
is my favorite amount.
Bring it back. Yeah. Granted, I still like some white stuff, higher white stuff, but
yeah, for me, it's got to be under 50%.
Yeah.
Okay. I like a 50-50 as best I can, but we'll see.
Yeah, 50-50 is good.
I'm not a big fan of the really high white or the really low. I like a balance, and I'm flexible. And if you're gonna have pied, I want to enjoy that stark white, but within reason.
But
should
like
go out
her
and get the
mom,
confusion
okay,
box.
she's as far as we know, just normal. I mean,
That's not
I hadn't had anything weird come out of her yet. But this is I like her. She's a real pretty snake, but I'd like to just see more patterning, you know,
You're gonna do it,
I'm gonna
aren't
do
you?
it.
where these saddles
Let's
are.
do
But
it.
I mean, yeah, she's pretty, no doubt.
It's pretty.
But I need to see more going on.
He's going to get our snake that we got from Angel. 'Cause
But
she's
right, she's
mean. She's feisty.
My ring light is having a
She's
seizure.
pretty,
I
though.
don't know why.
What's it doing?
It's having a seizure.
But as long
Can
as
you
you're
tell?
not, Phil, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's
a ring
seizure.
light could induce that. So I'm glad that's not
Right.
happening to you at this very moment
Right.
because that's terrifying.
Must see TV. Yeah.
No, that would not be must see TV. That would not be good at all. I don't want.
this one. I know it's hard to see. You
Oh, I
can't see
love
the
that
color.
She's beautiful.
But
Or
I
he.
think I might still send in a shed for her to see if she's black pastel. She'd be banana black pastel hypo clown female. But
I love
I
that
may
one.
want to
Judge.
just send in to confirm that she is a black pastel. That's what Rich is saying. She's supposed to be from Capital City, so
Hi, Bosa.
she probably
Bosa.
is.
Yep, that's a
You
great
can't
animal.
even see the purples. I mean, the camera does the snake no justice whatsoever.
Beautiful.
So this is socially snake. So she's coming on. Just got to get her growed out and future projects.
Oh, he's back. Are you back already? I imagine he thinks he's back.
But
already.
this snake is orange. This snake has oranges like your sweatshirt.
This is beautiful. She's beautiful. I'm laughing
So
because
I've
Kurt
made it
came.
back. I
Kurt,
used the technique.
Kurt came back with a towel and a snake. That which makes it even funnier because that means she was very.
So
Yeah,
I
she's
spot
grumpy.
cleaned her 2 days ago, and she
What's up?
tried to bite me twice.
You know when the towel comes.
But yeah, here she is. She's got a decent amount of pattern on her, and this is
Kurt is trying not to get bitten. He knows from experience this week. with
Yeah,
this
see, I like that.
This is
Man, that's
confusion
really
pie.
rich.
Yeah,
So-
Isn't it?
confusion.
dark.
So we had
Wow.
Angel had I think 4 of them in the first clutch that he produced, and I think this is with his really dark line of stuff.
She's so
Like he's
pretty.
not sure exactly what it is, but there's something in his pied line that makes the dark stuff darker. Like our cinnamon girl's the same thing.
Oh wow,
So
that's
he's
crazy
thinking
cool.
that is.
I like that.
Yeah.
Right?
So
She's a little chunk right now too. I keep trying to feed her, and I'm like, Kurt, she won't eat.
Yeah,
Kurt
I go-
goes in there the other
I go,
day and
Nikki,
goes, I
this
don't
is
think.
why she doesn't
I
want to
think
eat.
she's good.
Like she is thick.
She's just getting fat and sassy. Just in the
Yeah.
bed.
So
down.
so our main project over here that we're working is hypo clown pied.
Okay.
So we've got a lot of super OD chances, a lot of super inchy chances. We just picked up a pinstripe clown pied het hypo male from Aura from Patrick.
Then if you're gonna show
Nice.
that, then
That's kind of the direction we
Lofty
want
sky.
to, merge everything.
Right. So we have a ton of pied stuff, but it's going to have pattern, the opportunity to bring pattern back, if you will.
Yeah. We're learning it, and trying to figure it out. We've got some super OD stuff, and I'm sure we're going to make them with still low pattern, but they're going to be Orange Dream clown pies, and it's pretty. We want pretty snakes for sure, but
you can show this one.
yeah,
Now
Woo!
he's
pretty,
feisty.
but with a little
Get the
more
towel,
pattern
get
is
the
what I'd
towel.
like to see.
It's okay.
Pie
Just my
stuff is-
thumb. I don't
it
need a
is still
thumb any
cool.
good.
That's
So
a
this
nice
guy we
snake.
picked up from Flawless.
They're all ferocious
Exotics.
tonight, guys.
Nice.
Ultra.
Ultra
Yeah,
pied.
Flawless has got. Man, they've been putting out some nice.
So
animals.
that's
Look at that
That's-
sawtooth white and with the pattern on it. That's
Right.
really cool.
super OD.
And she leopard.
leopard.
Hypopide ultra milk.
There, okay, the
That
super
ultra,
OGs. Okay, I was like, it's more orange. It's really
And
gonna.
that
I bet it's gonna
hypo.
hold that color for good. That's really nice.
They're all just grumpy as all get out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I already got bitten.
Huh?
He got my thumb, but I'm good to
Is
go.
good?
Go put him back now, please.
I'll see if the camera can pick
sacrificed.
that up.
He's so pretty.
Look at that.
Oh no,
on
that
his
snake
back.
is that snake is awesome.
He's got that white.
He reserves the
And
right
I
to be a
love,
jerk.
I love that.
Okay.
Strong producer in the future, right there. You can go a lot of directions. That's awesome.
Definitely, y'all got some good stuff for sure. We're
Yeah,
getting there. We're getting there. We're getting our footing.
Oh, trust us. We had to sell a lot of stuff to get to
We basically doubled
our
down.
first stuff.
Yeah, we're same trying to still thin down and find that, narrow it down to where you want to be working. But you're having fun, still you got to have fun no matter what.
You have to, or you've forgotten what you're doing.
Yeah. The other day I was looking at Josh's Morph Market, and he's got some banana super orange dream hypopides, and that stuff is beautiful.
Oh, I love all that. Yeah. I love banana stuff still. If you put the right genes with it, banana stuff still looks good, even as it ages.
And banana will always sell at a show.
And it does. People every time, you got banana. Okay. We're gonna bring you some then.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Very true. Very true.
I'd say I can't believe he bit me, but I can believe that he bit me. We've been at odds the last few days. Also, we moved our king snake, which I wish you could see her right now. We moved her into a bigger enclosure. She always sat next to us at our old podcasting spot, and I haven't seen her in a week. And now we sat down here, and she's been hanging out the whole entire time, staring at us like, I hear you. Feed me. Try and take a picture. That's why I keep pointing over to Kurt, because she's just staring at us. I'll take a picture of her for you guys. You can see her. It's ridiculous. She's perched on the edge of the enclosure.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to jump off here. I don't want to have to cut it short, but
nope, we're gonna have to get going here. I'll let Kurt come back.
I got some back. Well, everybody knows I got back and neck issues, and I start screaming in pain. I gotta go.
No, you're good to go, Dread. It was really nice to get to know you a bit. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Oh yeah, anytime for sure. Y'all come hang with us anytime, just the same.
Our time flew by fast.
Yeah,
I like how we just kind of meandered from like rants to boutique rodents to like just going over projects.
And to me,
it was really cool. This is super fun.
Like Hair Down Fridays, they do these, same type of hangouts. You just get on there and hang out and have a good time.
That's what makes it just nice. It's relaxed. We don't have we started out having like set questions. Dread has to get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just have fun with it,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. Thank you for having me. And
thank you for being here.
Keep doing what you're doing. Rats for the win.
Rats for the win is right.
Good luck with that Gene X.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Be good, brother.
Yeah, later.
I have to show you this ridiculous picture. Can I get it to work? That one. Yeah. Here. This is what she's doing. She's staring at us right now.
Oh, wow. What a neat pattern. Almost like a sea crate. That is really cool.
She's hilarious. I haven't seen her in a week. And as soon as we sit down here, she's been hanging out right there, staring at us the whole entire time.
Yeah. One of the guys locally makes these enclosures. He used to be a cabinet maker. So he does full wood enclosures. He completely epoxies the inside.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And nothing we've had in there so far has been happy, because we tried ball pythons in there. We tried our Doomeril, and she is happy as a clam, which we knew she would be. She just loves it.
We tried our indigo.
Oh yeah, we tried the indigo. That didn't work out.
See, I was thinking about doing something like that for a bearded dragon enclosure and an Ackie monitor. About the same requirements and size, and need something deeper. A lot of stuff on the market has a really small threshold up front below the viewing window, which I like in general, but Ackies need a deep substrate because they want to dig and burrow and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of thinking, man, if I spend $400, $500, $600, I think I can make it for a fraction of the cost. But I'm no cabinet maker. It wouldn't be nowhere near as nice as yours there.
Oh, this guy does a good job.
Yeah, he makes some really fancy stuff.
The whole lid lifts up and all the electrical stuff is up there in the top. It's got built-in lights and built-in heat and built a timer. And
some of the coolest stuff I've seen that he makes, there's like full-size cabinets, but it's multiple cages, whether it's like the small ones like you have in the back or full-size 4x2x2s.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is.
I wish I had those skills or the ability or even own the right saws for it or anything. General knowledge. I can't do anything.
It's okay.
Yeah,
we also all wish we had the time, but that we do not have.
I don't have that kind of mental capacity to be a woodworker.
I'm just not that skilled. I don't have. Yeah, I wish I could. But
no.
Put it up there with welding on my to-do list, right? One day.
Exactly.
Right. Absolutely.
Someday. This has been a blast, Phil. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. This was great.
I can't believe it's already been an hour and 40 minutes. Time just flew by so fast.
Yeah, it's awesome to see you. That's Alana.
Yeah.
I know. When we got real hugs, that was nice.
Yeah, it was wonderful meeting your family.
Tell everybody over there hello for us.
Guys.
We're glad that you're safe in the tornado.
Yeah, I was just checking the news. There was some bad stuff in southern parts of Missouri. Some of it's only an hour away, where looks like towns are just totally toothpicks. So it was pretty bad, not far away from here. Yep.
Glad you were safe. That was scary.
Yeah, nonstop tornado sirens for a couple hours. Phones kept going off like Amber Alerts, and just we were hunkered down in the closet. It was overnight from like 1 to 3. It was
no good.
Not fun.
Well, we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Have a great weekend.
Good rest of the night. All right, be good.
Yep, later.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Oops. Click the wrong button, everybody. I clicked the wrong button. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm stuck.
Cancel.
That's me. I'm stuck, guys. I'm stuck.
Technology
New computer.
wins.
Click the button. Bye, everybody, again. Love to.
The ups and downs, we stay strong in your circle, that's where we belong. Lifting each other all day long. In this family, we can't go wrong.